I can't quite recall who said this, but the essence of their message is, it's better to read a single book multiple times than to read several books only once. The idea behind this is simple. By revisiting the same material, you give yourself the chance to gain deeper insights each time, rather than rushing through a series of books without fully absorbing the lessons they contain. When you revisit a book, it's less about the book itself and more about you, how much you've grown, how your understanding has evolved, and how your perspective has shifted. Your initial reading of a book focuses on its main message, colored by your present thoughts and experiences, causing certain aspects to resonate while others fade. However, rereading allows for a deeper engagement, revealing nuances and themes previously unnoticed because your own life changes and experiences have shifted your perspective, making the act of returning to the book also a re-engagement with your evolving self. What makes rereading so powerful is that it's not only about discovering new layers in the book, but also about discovering how you have changed as a person. The book becomes a mirror, reflecting your own growth. Each time you go back to it, you are engaging with the person you've become since the last reading. It's a process of self-reflection. This is why waiting at least a year before rereading a book can be so valuable. It gives life enough time to shape your thoughts, and when you read it again, you're likely to see it with new eyes. Think about it. Over the course of a year, you experience personal growth, shifts in your mindset, and changes in your worldview. These experiences influence how you interpret the world around you. The book hasn't changed, but your ability to understand it will. You might find yourself agreeing with ideas you once disagreed with or questioning things that once seemed obvious. This shift in perspective is part of what makes rereading so powerful. Take, for instance, a book you read as a teenager. On your first read, you might have focused primarily on the plot, the excitement, or the emotions of the characters and events. Now, as an adult, when you return to that book, you might find yourself drawn to deeper themes, perhaps something the author said about life or society that you didn't understand before. You might also find that you identify more with certain characters or ideas that you didn't notice as a teenager. This is the beauty of rereading books. The same applies to movies. Much like with books, the first time you watch a movie, you're focused on the plot, the characters, the visuals. You're experiencing the surface-level story. But when you watch it again, particularly after some time has passed, you'll start to notice details you missed the first time. You might recognize subtle symbolic elements, thematic depth, or character motivations you didn't catch before. Like books, movies hold more meaning with each rewatch, especially when enough time has passed for you to grow as a person. The more time that passes, the more you see the story differently, appreciating nuances that you may have missed earlier. It's fascinating how our perception can undergo a significant transformation upon rereading. The initial encounter might paint a clear picture. Perhaps character X is immediately perceived as a victim, eliciting our sympathy, while character Y is cast as the villain, drawing our immediate dislike. Yet, the beauty of revisiting a story lies in the potential for a complete shift in these allegiances. Despite the unchanging narrative and the same sequence of events, a second reading, informed by a changed perspective and perhaps a deeper understanding of nuance, can reveal that X was never truly a victim, our initial empathy having been perhaps misplaced. Conversely, the character we once deemed a villain, Y, might emerge as the actual victim when analyzed through a different lens, one that prioritizes logic and a more comprehensive understanding of their motivations and circumstances. This idea of returning to the familiar, whether it's books or movies, reveals a deeper truth. It's not just about consuming more content. It's about truly understanding the content and how it connects to who you are. Books and movies are not just stories or entertainment. They are reflections of our own journeys. When you go back to them, you are re-experiencing parts of yourself, your growth, and your understanding of the world. You don't always need new books or movies for enjoyment. Returning to familiar ones can be deeply meaningful. Rereading or rewatching is reflective, revealing new layers aligned with your present self. Each time, you see how much you've changed and how familiar material can still surprise. Before seeking something new, consider taking another look at a favorite. It's not just the story, it's how it evolves with you. Re-engaging with offers deeper understanding of both the content and yourself, making it transformative. Ultimately, the power of books and movies lies in returning to them. Each return offers a new perspective, fostering learning and growth, making rereading or rewatching a valuable practice.